Welcome to our guide on understanding child custody law. You know, I've seen it all in my courtroom, and let me tell you, nothing pulls at the heartstrings more than a custody battle. Parents come in here, emotions running high, each convinced they know what's best for their child. But this isn't about them, it's about the child's well-being, their future. Today, we're going to break down the key aspects of child custody law in plain English, so you can understand your rights and responsibilities. We're going to cut through the legal jargon and talk about what really matters, giving your child the best possible chance in life, even if you and your ex are at each other's throats. Remember, this isn't about winning or losing, it's about creating a stable and loving environment for your child, even if it means swallowing your pride and doing what's right, not what's easy. So, what exactly is child custody? In the simplest terms, it's about who calls the shots in a child's life after their parents split up. It's about who makes the decisions about their education, their healthcare, their religious upbringing. It's also about where the child lives, who tucks them in at night, who makes sure they do their homework. Now, this doesn't mean that one parent gets to erase the other from the picture. Both parents, in most cases, have a right to be a part of their child's life. But it does mean that someone has to be in charge. Someone has to make the final call when parents can't agree. That's what custody determines. Who has the legal authority to make those big decisions, and who's responsible for the day-to-day care of the child. Now let's talk about the two main types of custody, legal custody and physical custody. They sound similar, but they're not the same thing. Legal custody, that's about decision-making power. It's about who gets to decide where the child goes to school, whether they have braces, if they go to Sunday school. It's about the big picture stuff. Physical custody, on the other hand, is about where the child lives. It's about who packs their lunch, who helps them with their homework, who reads them a bedtime story. It's about the day-to-day, hands-on care. Now, when it comes to deciding custody, the judge isn't picking favorites. The most important thing, the only thing that matters, is the best interest of the child. So, what does that mean? Well, the court's going to look at a lot of factors: the child's age, their emotional needs, each parent's ability to provide a stable and loving home. They'll look at the child's relationship with each parent, whether there's any history of domestic violence, any substance abuse issues. And if the child is old enough and mature enough, the court might even take their preference into consideration. But remember, it's just one factor among many. The judge will always prioritize the child's well-being above all else. Now, even if one parent has primary custody, it doesn't mean the other parent disappears from the picture. Both parents have rights. They have the right to a relationship with their child, the right to be involved in their life. But with rights come responsibilities. Both parents have a duty to financially support their child, to make sure their basic needs are met. They have a responsibility to ensure the child's safety and well-being, to foster a healthy and loving relationship between the child and the other parent. This isn't about winning or punishing your ex, it's about putting your child first, always. Now, custody orders aren't written in stone. Life happens. People move, circumstances change. If there's a significant change in circumstances, you can petition the court to modify the existing custody order. Maybe one parent needs to relocate for work, or a parent is neglecting their responsibilities, or there's evidence of abuse. In these situations, the court can modify the custody arrangement to ensure the child's best interests are still being met. But remember, you can't just run to court because you don't like the current arrangement. You need to show a substantial change in circumstances that warrants a modification. Look, I've seen firsthand how messy custody battles can get. Emotions run high, and sometimes parents make decisions based on anger or hurt instead of what's best for their child. Understanding child custody laws helps you navigate this difficult process while keeping your child's well-being front and center. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to protect your child's future. If you're facing a custody issue, don't try to go it alone. Talk to a family law attorney. They can help you understand your rights, protect your interests, and most importantly, ensure that your child's voice is heard. Remember, in the end, it's not about who wins the custody battle. It's about securing a bright future for your child.